How are you? Are you feeling okay today? That could depend on whatever the news of the day is, or whatever day you're listening to this. I can tell you that it's being recorded on March 22nd, a Sunday afternoon, around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Sun is out, relatively cool day, bit of wind. It's basically a mid-30s feel today, even though it is, by the calendar, springtime. So I hope everything's okay with you. I just wanted to put some thoughts down here. I want to talk about what's going on in the world, the coronavirus. I don't want to get into any specific numbers or masks or any numbers or anything that relates to a specific time. Just a feeling. It's a strange feeling in the world now when I go outside. I mean, for the most part, things look normal, but when you go into restaurants and there's nobody there, just somebody taking takeout orders and setting up for deliveries and things like that. Kids home from school. Car dealerships not having employees there, just the service departments, the other people working from home generally. Everybody working from home, virtually working from home. Now that is going to just, I think, continue. It's going to continue after the coronavirus has been subsided and basically gone, which when will that be? Who knows? We can't put dates on it. What I'm saying is this work from home thing that is happening a lot, the social distancing, or you might call it physical distancing and social connection, if you want to put a different term on the whole thing, but really the same thing. You got to stay apart. 6 feet apart at least. Wash your hands frequently, and just do that. The work from home is going to continue, and I think it's going to continue well beyond the end of the coronavirus, because the people that are doing it now because they are mandated to, or they don't work essentially, will say, hey, this is not such a bad thing, and we're going to continue to do it, or I'm going to continue to do it. Now, what will that make for the future? Well, there will be a lot of people that will just insist on that with their jobs. Now, there are manufacturing jobs and a lot of, labor-type positions that just can't be done from home. You can't stock a warehouse from your bedroom, essentially, so you got to go to work to do that. But the people that can work from home, myself included, will be doing that quite a lot more than we have been. And I think it's not such a bad thing. And I'm hearing reports, what about jobs? Are jobs going to be lost because of this? Yes, there are some businesses that are not going to come out of this well. And yes, the president wants to do an economic stimulus package and send checks to people. And yes, that'll help, but we'll see how far it really goes, because we're going to come out of this on the other side. It's a positive mindset that is required for this. It's easy to get gloom and doom. Now, I frequent LinkedIn, the social media platform, more than the rest of them actually. So much positivity on there, and so many people willing to just help you and provide guidance, free information about what they know, expertise in business. There are some businesses that are apparently doing well with this, within the whole thing. But if your business is one of those that's on hold right now, you should get prepared for when things get back to normal and basically hit the ground running. And what I am doing, and I see a lot of people doing, is maintaining your presence on social media. That includes LinkedIn, Facebook Business, Instagram, Twitter even. Twitter does have some uses. TikTok, I love TikTok. The Daily Walk for Coffee, the thing I do on an almost daily basis, has gained some traction on there, and it seems to be doing all right. So many companies I see out there, and ones I have approached, honestly. Their social media isn't what they want it to be, or maybe they want it like it is, I don't know. But it just seems like the things they post get 2 or maybe 3 likes, and maybe a comment once in a while, and generally just post with no real reaction. It seems like an endless thing. I am certainly looking forward to the end of the coronavirus scare. Well, it's a scare because a lot of people don't know if the person standing next to them outside has it, which is why they've limited the gatherings. It's a rough situation in a lot of cases. So just take all the precautions necessary. And we likely will come out of this pandemic with more people basically still doing social distancing, working from home. And that can be good in some ways, bad in others. Less jobs, I was saying earlier. Possibly, but I have this feeling that new jobs will spring up because of the need and the desire for higher and better technology to do all of this teleconferencing. Maybe it's a good thing. Well, whether it's a good thing or not, what's going to happen at the end of this pandemic is that more and more people will be working from home. As of right now, only people that have essential jobs, media, automotive repair, any kind of, medical related stuff, hospitals, law enforcement, firefighters, those such things, essential. You're still going to work, still doing your thing, and putting yourself on the front line of this whole thing, while the rest of us are told to stay home in our non-essential capacity. Work from home will become the new norm. On the day of this recording, I just came from a restaurant that only does, in fact, all restaurants are doing takeout and delivery only. You can't go in, sit down, and have a meal right now. So I am supporting small business. Third day in a row we've done that from this house. The chains will survive, the bigger chains. It has been my point and my desire and my push to support small business owners who will likely suffer a bit. And they've had to lay off employees and they're getting unemployment, I suppose, but not the same as actually going to work, having a job, and feeling good about it. This is Chris from Chris Jones Media. I do appreciate you listening and hanging out with me and supporting Chris Jones Media. There will be more on this.